Buzz with Jess Lujan.
Good evening, Guam. I'm Jess Lujan. Welcome to this edition of The Buzz. As I stated in the radio show this morning, my in-studio guest is Daryl Taggerty. We're doing a follow-up show. The last time he was here was, I think, March 14th, 15th, I think that was. Yeah, and we were talking about the rumor that was going around on the LBJ closure or merger. Today, the interim superintendent comes out that, again, a charter school is going to open. The site is yet to be, I guess, determined. Give us an update. What is going on?
Well, after the time I was on the 14th, and speaking to everyone, governor, speaker, board members, senators, they're all pointing fingers at each other saying, I'm not going to do it, but those people can do it, so watch out for them.
So everybody, watch out for everybody.
I'm still watching out for everybody. We still don't know if the school will reopen. The administration of the school, I understand, is simply planning on the school reopening, but there's been no definitive word that there is no closure plan.
Now, I didn't understand. I mean, I heard, of course, the interim superintendent saying that they're gearing up, making a decision on the charter school that'll be opening next year. Now, I don't know what next year means, whether it's this next school year coming, which is really this year, or really next year, not this school year, but the following school year. I don't know the meaning of next year.
That's right, and that's what concerns me the most, because LBJ is ready. So if they simply redistrict the students who attend schools in Tamuning, they could clear that school. They just assign students in the buses to go to other schools, and the property becomes available. Because the charter school that's opening is being opened not pursuant to the procedure laid down in the public law. So the law hasn't been implemented. They're doing this on an ad hoc basis. It is simply discretionary decision making, which it makes me concerned.
Well, it's a concern, but not only a concern as a parent, but I mean there could be legal repercussions regarding that. I mean, when you think of illegal repercussions, most especially again as the way the charter school is set up, in the sense where as Tulling has said, there's not necessarily any. It's kind of a quasi public. Private union is not involved in that, so they can pay their teachers differently. Their school days can be longer and things of that nature. But when you're not adhering to the law as specified, you're not adhering to the law, and someone can challenge the non-adherence to law, which would be a violation of law, right?
Well, I'm challenging this now because in the law, which is public policy here on Guam, if a community school is to be released as a charter school, released from the public inventory, placed in private hands, the community is supposed to be consulted.
Sure.
That's the part that's not being pursued. It's not being, there's no council. The governor has not appointed anybody to the council that would hear the petition and also the petitions that would be presented to the community.
But you've got to be unsurprised by this whole situation, because of the fact that, again, look at the school communities, the high school communities that are in an uproar because of a bail schedule change that weren't consulted, and now being consulted after the fact, after the decision has been made, and now looks like they're going to do a Michael Jackson moonwalk backwards, because again the uproar of the school community regarding that, and say, hey, we have no problem, but you know, there may be some problems. Consult with us, because we're the ones in the classrooms doing this. Now, it could be a good thing, but let's collectively sit down with this thing. And so, that being said, I guess it's not surprising that stakeholders like yourselves and if there's a possible closure, as you said, principals and teachers have not been informed one way or another whether or not the consideration is still on the table. So again, it doesn't surprise me how the board has been reacting in the past, that you folks haven't been consulted.
Well, and what I've communicated with the parents and with the teachers at the school is not to be in an uproar over what is being called a rumor, but I'm also ready to cause that uproar. If it comes about, I put everyone on notice. I'm the one that's going to lead the charge, because there's no reason to close that school down. It's doing so well, and I don't consider that to be an expendable property.
I mean, at least if you have a better way to do it, bring it out.
Yes.
And if it's a better way, then convince everybody it's the better way.
That's right. And I'm all ears for that. I
That's
mean,
right.
it's fine. I don't mind the presentation if the presentation is done according to the law.
There we go.
But as a discretionary matter, hands off my school.
We're going to take a quick break, come back with Daryl, talk about more of this, and then also your letter to the Secretary of Transportation. Ready?
Yes.
We'll be right back.